Hi friends, welcome to TechnoStube. First question: which type of core wire is suitable for welding carbon steel, alloy steel, and stainless steel under flex cord arc welding? Answer is flex cord electrode. What is the distinct difference between gas metal arc welding and flex cord arc welding? Documents. The main difference between these two are construction of torch and feed rollers. What is the name of the metal transfer system in FCAW? Answer is free flight transfer. Why the argon and carbon dioxide mixture is used in FCAW? Why the argon and carbon dioxide mixture is used in FCAW? For smooth spray transfer with the minimum slag. Why different type of pressure rollers are used in FCAW? Why different type of pressure rollers are used in FCAW? His answer is positive feeding without pressure rollers on tubular wire. Positive feed. Or the main reason is positive feed. Which type of welding under FCAW is more suitable for welding all type of steel? Only use gas shielding flex. Is the right answer. Which type of welding under FCAW is more suitable for welding of all type of steels? Use gas shield flex. What type of hand tool is used to open a gas cylinder in welding practice? What type of hand tool is used to open a gas cylinder in welding practice? That is spindle key. Why the welder cloth should be free from oil, grease, etc. while welding? Reason is to avoid catching fire. Which electrode wire is more suitable for carbon steel fabrication in gas metal arc welding process? More suitable for carbon steel electrode fabrication in gas metal arc welding is 70S6. Which metal transfer process in gas metal arc welding produces strong weld with least spatters? Pulsar transfer. Why the argon and carbon dioxide mixing gas used in FCAW? Why the argon and carbon dioxide mixing gas is used in FCAW? Why? For smooth spray transfer of melt. How the preheating temperature is checked before welding wrought iron or cast iron metals? How the preheating temperature is checked? Using temperature indicating crayons. Which is the operation to relieve residual stress from the welding joint? Operation to relieve residual stresses from the weld joint is post heating process. Which is the only welding position in electroslag welding process? Which is the only welding position in electroslag welding process? Important question. Answer is vertical. but only vertical position. Why carbon and manganese are added to plain thermite mixes on rail welding? Carbon and manganese. These are using for getting more hardness. To get hardness is the right answer. What type of weld is used on prepared holes of overlap joint? What type of weld is used on the prepared holes of overlap joints? Is plug or slot weld? This is the welding position of gas metal arc welding. If the filler metal is deposited from the upper side of the joint during welding. Filler metal is deposited from the upper side of the joint during welding. Is downhand position. What is the type of weld positions in which the weld metal is deposited underside of the weld joint? That is, answer is overhead position. What is the usual torch angle tilt on either side of vertical in gas metal arc welding? Usual torch angle. Is 20 degree. What is the electrode inclination to the metal surface in T-joint welding of 10 mm thickness metal by downhand position? Answer is 45 degree. What is the usual length of tack weld in a T-joint in gas metal arc welding flat position welding? And usual length of the tack weld is 10 mm. What is the purpose of fitting clear glasses on either side of the colored glass in a helmet? It's for protecting from spatters. How the welder observe welding area of the joint in electron beam welding? Using safe optical viewing system containing of optical mirrors. How to protect from the toxic fumes during welding operation? Toxic fumes by using respirator pad. What is the purpose of using copper coated filler wire in MIG or MAG welding? Purpose of copper wire to prevent rust. What is the angle of inclination of the weld torch for flat position in gas metal arc welding process? Is 10 to 15 degree. How many kilograms weight of thermite is required against 1 kg of wax? It's around 12 to 14 kg. Which is adjusted in electron beam welding to eliminate the defect of porosity. Deflection need to adjust in electron beam welding to eliminate the defect of porosity. What is the limitation of submerged arc welding process? What is the limitation of submerged arc welding process? It's limited to flat and horizontal fillet weld. What average required for setting 1.2 mm filler wire for welding mild steel in MIG welding? There is around 150 plus or minus amps required. That is the exact option is 100 to 120, 100 to 225 ampere. This combination of shield gas in gas metal arc welding process produces good arc stability for carbon steel. Gas metal arc welding process for good arc stability. Argon, around 95% of argon plus 5% of carbon dioxide mixes is more suitable for good arc stability. How the filler wire is fed in the gas metal arc welding process? Filler wire, the movement of the filler wire is automatic, but the entire process, gas metal arc welding process, the entire process is semi-automatic. The next correct answer is filler wire fed in automatically. Which type of electrodes are used in MAG or carbon dioxide welding? MAG or carbon dioxide welding, bare wire electrodes is using. What is the range of electrode for MAG carbon dioxide welding? MAG or carbon dioxide welding? What is the range? 0.8 to 1.6 millimeter. What type of operation is generally used in gas metal arc welding? What type of operation generally used in gas metal arc welding? The entire gas metal arc welding process is semi-automatic. Which heat treatment for steel increases hardness but decreases strength and ductility? Which heat treatment process? Increases hardness but decreases strength and ductility is hardening process. Which heat treatment process produces only outer surface of job hardened? That process is known as case hardening. Which heat treatment process is employed to remove brittleness in a chisel? Heat treatment process which removed the brittleness. Is tempering process. That is tempering process. What is the operation of heating? What is the operation of heating steel to specific temperature? Heating steel to specific temperature and cooling suddenly, as process known as plunging process. What is the main purpose of normalizing steel? Purpose of normalizing. Main purpose of normalizing is to reduce fine grains of uniform structures. Reduce fine grains of uniform structures. That means to convert into brittle nature. Which heat treatment process if material is softened and suitable for machining? Material is softened and suitable for machining process. The material and the steel, the heat treatment process is annealing process. What is the name of the heat treatment process where the steel is reheated to a suitable temperature below the critical point temperature to improve the toughness and ductility? The process is known as tempering process. Which heat treatment process is very similar to annealing, but the job are allowed to cool in air? That process is known as normalizing. What type of test is used for vessel, tanks, and pipe containing pressure? That process that test is known as leakage or pressure test. What is the NDT method used to detect surface and surface defects on ferrous metals using iron powder? The process known as magnetic particle test. What non-destructive test is done using colored dye and fluorescent liquid to find minute cracks? That NDT method is known as liquid penetration test. What is the test setup for weld specimen? What is the test setup for weld specimen? This test is known as guided bend test. This welding process is done by chemical reaction between metal oxides and metal. The process is known as thermit welding. How much time it takes for the thermit mold to cool after welding by thermit process? It's around 12 hours. Is the right answer. What is the reason that obstructed joints cannot be welded by electron beam welding process? Reason that obstructed joints cannot be welded by using electron beam welding, because electron beam will travel only in straight line manner. How much gas flow rate is recorded to weld a butt joint with a 0.8 mm dia MS filler rod of feed wire feed rate is 3 to 4 meter per minute at 18 to 20 volt. The gas flow rate will be around 8 to 10 liters per minute. What should be the initial angle of two plates in a T-joint if the final angle between them is 90 degree after completion of the welding? The initial angle should be 93 degree. What is the percentage of deposition efficiency? What is the percentage of deposition efficiency in flexible arc welding process? It's around 80 to 86%. That is the percentage of deposition efficiency. Which gas or mixers is likely to reduce the status loss in CLW? Is the argon and carbon dioxide mixer. Which metal is welded with the self-shielded type flex quarter arc welding? Which metal is welded with the self-shielded type flex quarter arc welding? Is carbon steels. Which combination of metal and shielding gas give excellent cleaning action in gas metal arc welding process? excellent cleaning action in gas metal arc welding process. That is magnesium carbon. Magnesium argon. What is basic safety environmental conditions for the welding area? The welding area should be well ventilated. What's the troubleshooting to wire wrapping on dry rolls of wire feeder in gas metal arc welding? I just need to check the drive rollers alignment properly. Which is the penalty for the contraction of weld metal due to excess of heat input that moves the base metal changes the angle. That is weld small segments and allow cooling. What is the operation to clean the cylinder valve before fixing the regulator? Before fixing the regulator to the argon cylinder. What is the operation to clean the cylinder valve before fixing the regulator to the argon? That is known as cracking process. That is known as cracking process. What is the defect? What defect will occur in the weld metal if the arc voltage and travel speed is low in metal inert gas or metal active gas welding process? Arc voltage and travel speed is very low. That is, weld overlap defect will happen. What is the effect of MIG or MAG welding for short stick out distance? Short stick out distance, because of due to short stick out distance, more sputters deposit in the nozzle. What is the weld defect if wire feed speed too high? What is the weld defect if wire feed speed is too high? That is spatter. Spatters will happen. Which type of defect is caused the gas flowing rate is uneven. The gas flow rate is uneven, then porosity defect will happen. What is the difficulty in starting of arc in gas metal arc welding? What is the difficulty in starting of arc in gas metal arc welding? That is will be due to wrong polarity. How to troubleshoot the bond back problem if the contact tip is plugged or worn out? That is, clean and replace the contact tip. What do you call a weld joint having small holes or cavities due to entrapment gas packets? That is known as porosity. The defect is known as porosity. What is the defect in a weld joint in which the weld metal melting through base metal resulting in holes? It is known as burn through defect. What is the name of the weld defect in with the weld metal contracting during welding process? Weld metal contracting. That defect is known as distortion. What is the name of the defect occurring to an unsteady hand in gas metal arc welding? What is the name of the defect occurring to an unsteady hand in gas metal arc welding? That waviness of bead, waviness of weld bead will happen. What effect occurs to a weld joint if it is provided with the insufficient heat input? Insufficient heat input. What effect occurs to a weld joint if it is provided with the insufficient heat input? Because of the insufficient heat input, that means the the amperage will be less. That means the amperage is less. Due to less amperage or less ampere or less current, lack of penetrations will happen. Lack of penetration defect will happen. What gas combination will reduce spartus defect and improve arc stability in MIG or MAG welding process? What gas combination in MIG or MAG welding process? Argon or carbon dioxide or oxygen or pure oxygen? What are the type of joints in friction welding? In friction welding, butt joint. What is a non-consumable electrode of high melting point used in TIG welding? What is a non-consumable electrode of high melting point used in TIG welding? That is tungsten electrode. That is also referred as gas junction arc welding. Is TIG welding. What type of metals joined in friction welding? What type of metals joined in friction welding? That is dissimilar metals can weld. What crystal rod is used in laser beam welding? What crystal rod? You use ruby laser rod. Thank you.